But my big discovery and why I really started loading up on Ethereum was another chart, which was a understanding that Metcalfe's law was the primary driver of all crypto markets, and in fact, almost all of the tech stocks that we've known today.
Right.
And once you realize that these are basically networks, and once you realize that crypto are networks where you actually own the network. So Facebook is a great network stock and it works perfectly on a log chart and it's an exponential, does all the things as you imagine. You can value it in Metcalfe's law terms, but the fundamental difference is shareholders and network users are not aligned. The shareholders make the money, the network users get the utility. Along comes crypto, you marry the network user with the owner. Okay, now you've got network effects upon network effects. It's like behavioral economic.
Raoul Pal, a prominent macroeconomic expert, holds a strong bullish view on cryptocurrency, and his optimism is rooted in what he regards as the most influential force in the world, network effects. In this video, Raoul delves into the concept of network effects and elucidates why, as new members join a network, its value experiences exponential growth. This phenomenon essentially aligns with Metcalfe's law, which posits that the financial worth of a network is directly proportional to the square of its connected users. Cryptocurrency represents a groundbreaking development as it's the first instance, on a significant scale, where network users financially benefit from the network's increasing value. By owning assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum, you essentially possess a share in the network. This fundamental shift is what makes cryptocurrency so revolutionary and inherently exponential in nature. Stay tuned until the end of the video, where Raoul dissects why he believes Ethereum stands out as the most compelling risk-to-reward proposition within the entire cryptocurrency space. He also touches upon the intriguing shift wherein even institutional investors are showing a growing preference for Ethereum over Bitcoin.
It's religion meets capitalism, basically what it is, right? So that is incredibly powerful. So I start looking at the fact that Bitcoin and Ethereum charts just at different points when they, at the same point in the adoption cycle, were remarkably similar. And then it dawned on me is they're all the bloody same thing. They're all about adoption. So if you look at it and if you're honest with yourself, Ethereum, if you think about Metcalfe's law, it's about the number of users and then the kind of connections between the users and the applications built to create those connections. Well, Bitcoin's kind of a one-sided one, which is a bunch of people own it as a store of value, like gold. Nothing wrong with that, but there's not many applications built on it. When you look at Ethereum, it's like, holy shit. I mean, this is like the internet.
Right.
That moment is like, okay, this is far superior a bet. And so that's why I took that bet, and then I eventually shifted majority into Ethereum and then took other bets in the space to express macro views. And then if you think about it in other terms, is let's look at Web3 as a network and a network of engineering talent, right? This is where it gets really interesting. Why is it exponential? It's because there are parts when everybody's trying to hire Web3 talent, right? We are, every single person I know is, right? And the actual pool of people who are capable of doing it is probably like 1,000.
Right. And they're all multimillionaires who don't want jobs.
Well, that's the point, is their salaries and the demand for them is exponential. The demand for the network of those guys becomes exponential. Over time, there'll be millions of trained people and it becomes the network effects. The overall space is very valuable, but the opportunity, that ramp, that's the single most important, interesting part of network effects. And the fact that you can own a share of the network. So even when the network flattens out and is now worth, I think, $200 trillion for the digital asset space, it's currently $2 trillion. That's 100x in market cap. That's huge. We've never had anything like this before. Well, my views on Bitcoin changed significantly. I don't think no less of it as an asset, but I thought about it in network terms and the community, and I thought the community is not attracting new people. And the job of a network is to attract new participants. And if the network was actively rejecting people, I thought it was going to underperform, which was surprising to me because I was very bullish on Bitcoin first because I thought, look, it's going to have a larger place. And what's happened is almost immediately, and it made me change my mind, is the institutions started going, well, I actually don't like this space. And they started buying ETH. And that was
so that's new. I haven't really heard that. So tell me about, because you're connected to all these folks, right? Like,
they just
hedge fund guys, CIOs, whatever, a bunch of different people in that world.
They don't want to own an asset where everyone's shouting, have fun, stay poor at each other and putting laser eyes, right? Makes them look fucking stupid and irresponsible with their money. Well, ETH feels like it's a technology play. Yes, it's amusing because everyone's saying GM to each other and all of this stuff, but it's not at war. While Bitcoin was at war with every other network, because that's what networks do. Religions go to war with each other for the same reason, right? They're exactly the same principles. So it's the same reason Russia and NATO. I mean, they're all the same. They're all networks fighting each other for the robustness of their own network. I get it. that whole process of seeing institutions getting turned off by it was a big deal to me. I just thought, yeah, I don't like this either. So that was one thing, because people keep coming to me saying, when's this wall of money? I'm like, it doesn't come as a tidal wave. It comes as a flow, right? You don't see it until you look back and go, wow. So, I mean, I literally every other day am speaking to the world's largest financial institutions who put me in front of their investment committees and talk them through crypto and how to invest. And the narrative changed. It really surprised me. It was always Bitcoin. You know, can we put Bitcoin on our balance sheet? How should we invest in Bitcoin? What's the diversification? Move very quick to, look, Ethereum feels like it's a technology play that makes sense with the applications. We're interested in DeFi, etc. Then it very quickly became, oh shit, how do we get involved in Web3? So it moved very fast, which is why in the end VC got most of the money, because they saw the broader opportunity. They all came through the 2020 lens of Bitcoin is the asset, and the Michael Saylor route, and even me, in the earlier part of 2020, a lot of people came in that, and then like all of us, they kind of go, oh wow, okay, this is much bigger. So I've started a fund of hedge funds, which is invest in crypto hedge funds to allow institutions another way into the market, because they don't really want to buy just ETH or Bitcoin. They want exposure to this $2 trillion asset class is going to go to 200 trillion over the next 10, 12, 15 years, whatever the number is. So hedge funds are pretty good for that, because their job is to manage the exposure and to capture this big move. So, that's another way that it's coming in that people don't see. It's not all about the Bitcoin ETF. I don't think that's going to move the needle as much. It'll be positive, only in a positive market.
Raoul Pal's insights on the dominant force of network effects are crucial. These effects exert a profound influence on the cryptocurrency market, serving as a primary driver behind its exponential nature. Raoul's wisdom underscores the importance of comprehending these effects, as they offer a clearer glimpse into the future of cryptocurrencies, particularly behemoths like Ethereum. For crypto enthusiasts and investors, grasping the exponential potential of these networks can be a game-changing revelation. I trust that this segment has enriched your understanding of the crypto realm and emphasized the pivotal role that network effects can occupy. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.